guys, and welcome back. It has been maybe a month and a half, 2 months since I uploaded my last video. Obviously I've been uploading shorts here and there as I go, but I think the last video I uploaded I was 38 weeks pregnant, and now this little girl is 1 month old, which is honestly just so crazy how fast time is going. So I thought since she's a month old, I would come back on and give you kind of a very quick, brief labor and delivery story, and also a 1 month update. So let's get into it. So labor and delivery was extremely different to my experience with Nisa. I was 41 weeks and 3 days with Ameerah, and wasn't I over it by the end of it. I had a midwife appointment, I think on the Tuesday. Honestly, I can't even remember. No, it wasn't Tuesday, maybe it was Monday or the Friday before. It could have been the Friday before. So she was born on the 31st of July, which was a Wednesday. So I started that normal Wednesday. As I usually do, I dropped Nisa off at preschool. I had some breakfast. I changed the bed sheets. I was doing dishes. I was making food. I was doing all the normal things because nothing was really happening. During the day, I was having on and off like slight contractions, but honestly, nothing crazy. I was obviously continuing my day-to-day routine. I don't know if you can see her smiling down here. Yeah, I was just continuing my normal day-to-day life and just carrying through these contractions because honestly nothing was crazy. But I did have scheduled an induction for the Thursday, like 5:30, 6 a.m. in the morning. I had to call them to see what time to come in, but I did have that induction booked just in case nothing had happened by then. So because I had that induction booked, we brought Nisa to my mum's on the Wednesday night, because obviously I didn't know what time I was going into hospital the next day. So we brought Nisa to my mum's house, we got dinner, just, you know, having a normal afternoon before I thought I was going to the hospital the next day. But around 5:30, my contractions really started to pick up. Still, they weren't painful, but they were coming every 5-6 minutes, but no pain. I was sitting there, my mum even had no idea that I was having contractions at the time. It was just like slight cramps. And then 6:30, 7:30, they really started to get not more painful, like they were getting more painful, but still nothing crazy. So I thought, okay, this is just the beginning. I still have so long to go. So I told Sahib, look, we should probably head back home just in case. I also had to pack my hospital bag. So we went back home, and then on the way home, they were coming every 3 to 4 minutes, and they were starting to get a little bit more intense. So the hospital did tell me to call when they started to get around 3 to 4 minutes and getting more intense. As she is my second, seconds usually come quicker. So I called the hospital. I was like, look, I'm having contractions every 3 to 4 minutes. They're not super painful, but they're definitely getting more painful. I can still talk through them, but I would prefer to breathe through them, if that makes sense. So we went into the hospital around 9:30, 10-ish, and they put me on the monitors, and they were like, look, according to the monitor and the spikes on the chart, you're probably still in early labor. It's best for you to go back home, go back to your natural environment and continue laboring at home, because often contractions and everything can stall when you stay in the hospital because it's not your normal environment. So we headed back home around 10:30, I think it was. We got back home, and then I was thinking, it's still the beginning of my labor. I'm going to hop into bed and I'm going to try to relax because it is now 10:30 at night. So I got into bed, and honestly, all of a sudden, this strongest contraction I have ever felt in my life suddenly hit me. Real strong, real hard. So I was like, oh, okay, if this is beginning of labor, how on earth am I going to relax? So I stayed in bed. Another one came. I was like, absolutely not. I cannot stay in bed right now. So I got out of bed. I told Sahib, I was like, look, you've been up since like 3 or 4 a.m. It's now 10:30. You sleep because I'm going to need you later. So don't worry, this is just the start. You get some rest because I'm going to need you. And I would just do whatever I'm doing. So I got out of bed and I started, you know, swaying and, you know, all the things. And honestly, within 30 minutes, my contractions went from nothing to so much pain that I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't really breathe. I was breathing so incredibly fast that my whole mouth was dry, my lips were dry, and I honestly thought I could have passed out, that I literally had no oxygen left in my body because I was breathing so deep and hard and fast through these contractions. So that happened. Then it was now like 11:30, say. I woke Sahib up. I was like, absolutely not. I cannot do this anymore. I need to go to the hospital and get some pain medication, because if this is the beginning, then I do not want to go through this. I want an epidural. So we went to the hospital again, and when I say that we drove safely but fast, we drove safely but fast to the hospital, because having contractions in the car where you cannot move and you're confined to a car seat with a seatbelt, that's just not the one at all. So yes, we got to the hospital. We left home at 11:40 and we got to the hospital at probably like 11:47 or something. We got like, we live pretty close to the hospital, but we still got there pretty fast. So we got to the hospital, we went upstairs, and the midwife was like, I just sent you home like an hour ago. I was like, I know, but I'm in so much pain. I think she's like coming now. So we went into the like delivery room, and she was like, yes, she's definitely coming now. So I honestly think I went from a 3 to a 10 in that day. Like, honestly, I don't think the contractions during the day did anything, but that like 40 minutes of intense contractions just like pushed me over the edge. And then so we got to the hospital at 11:47, say like 7-8 minutes it took to get to the hospital. 11:57 she was born. So thank goodness it was almost midnight and there was no traffic on the road, because otherwise this little cherub would have been born in the car or at home, because of how fast my labor went. But thankfully I had a very safe and smooth delivery. Once we were in the hospital, I had gas and air just to kind of tie me over, because I was honestly in so much pain. Yeah, so I had gas and air just whilst I was pushing, and then she was born. So that was crazy. Honestly, you guys, I think she looks like me. Okay, let's like move this bib out the way a little bit. But she definitely looked like Nisa when she was born, but now I think, like from my baby pictures and like pictures of her, she definitely looks like me, I think. So I'm gonna put in a few pictures and you can let me know. But I think, and she's also very pale, which is definitely from me and not from Sahib. So at least one of you look a little bit like me. And now I will get into our 1 month update. Honestly, I cannot believe it's been a month. It has gone so incredibly fast. Also, I thought I'd mention that Nisa is so incredibly obsessed with her. I will also put in a video of her from this morning actually, which just melted my heart. She got my phone and like recorded Ameerah in her swing, like talking to her, and it was so cute. So I'll insert that now.
I love her so much, and she's gonna stay with me forever.
1 month. let's be real, she's not sleeping in her bassinet at all because she just wants to sleep on me or next to me and Sahib in the bed. But now that she's taking this dummy, I might try to put her in her bed because I do not want her to sleep in our bed the whole time. She slept in her bed one night, like last week or something, and I thought maybe this will be the turning point that she will sleep in her own bassinet. But I was incredibly wrong. So I might try again tonight, hopefully, and see if the dummy, oh my goodness, so sorry. I'll see if the dummy will keep her in her bed. But what else I was gonna say? Yeah, her last weight was 3.9 something, but honestly I reckon she's at least 4.2 maybe now kilos, because she's definitely getting very chunky and her rolls are coming in which is so cute. And I just don't understand why is it cute for babies to have rolls, but if adults have rolls, it's gross. But yes, her little arm rolls are definitely coming, and her little leg rolls, which are just so adorable. I am obsessed. She's smiling a lot. She has started really smiling and interacting with us in the last week, which is just so cute. And Nisa loves it when she's playing with her and she actually smiles back, because Nisa has been like, why is she not playing with me? I'm like, honey, she's still a little baby. You need to give her some time. So now that she's actually smiling back at Nisa, Nisa is very happy that she's actually getting some kind of reaction. But otherwise, honestly, the first month has been pretty smooth. She's feeding every 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. She's sleeping very good at night. Actually, I was very worried if she was going to stay up majority of the night, but she sleeps very good at night. I'll feed her, she'll go straight back to sleep. During the day, she's definitely starting to have more awake time, which is also really fun. I've started her black and white cards, and I have the Love Every's first like box from them, so that has also a lot of developmental things for them for the first 2 months, which I've started using because obviously those black and white cards are really good for babies, so I've started that. But otherwise, this first month has been really smooth. Nisa has transitioned really well. Obviously sometimes she gets a little bit annoyed if I'm feeding Ameerah and I can't just get up and get her like whatever she wants to eat or something. I just tell her like, please just wait 5 minutes, I promise you'll be done soon, and then I can get everything for you. But the first 2 weeks Ameerah would not be put down. She did not want to be anywhere except being held, but now she goes in her like rocker swing thing, which is really good, so it gives me time to play one-on-one with Nisa and do cooking and wash the dishes and do the laundry and all of the boring things that we must continue to do. But yeah, honestly there's not really too much to say about the 1 month update, because thankfully everything has been really smooth, and my recovery also from birth was pretty good. Like the first 2-3 days obviously is like uncomfortable, but now I would honestly say that I'm feeling like pretty much back to normal. I feel really good. Obviously we both have our 6-week checkup in 2 weeks time, so she will get her first lot of vaccinations, which is always just so sad because they cry. But yeah, so that's in 2 weeks. But yeah, honestly everything is going really well and we're just loving life. We had our newborn photo shoot, which I'll put in a few pictures on the screen now, and that was just so much fun. And Nisa keeps asking me, can we go back and take more pictures? So I've told her that once Ameerah gets a little bit older, because my mum wasn't in the state when we had those pictures, I told Nisa that once Ameerah gets a little bit older, me, Nisa, Ameerah and my mum will go take some like girl pictures. But yeah, we're just so incredibly in love, and it feels like she was always part of our family, and it just feels like she was always here, to be honest. Like, I don't, like, last month I feel like she was here, like 2 months ago I feel like she was here, and she's only a month old. So we are very lucky. She is a very happy baby. Also, she only really cries when she's hungry or is tired and wants to go to sleep. So we are very lucky. She also loves to poke her tongue out. It's her favorite. I don't know if you can see, maybe you might be able to see, but yeah, she's a very happy baby. Nisa is in love, me and Sahib are in love, and it's just been really good. So if you have any questions or any other videos that you want to see, please let me know. I am going to start to try to upload more often. I have a few videos in mind that I really want to do. I really want to do an interview with Nisa, like an interview with my 3-year-old, because her brain is just runs wild, honestly, and some of the answers that she comes out with are just so, like, she's just so smart, and I don't know where she learns her things from. I mean, I definitely don't think she has my brain, because I think she got her brain from her father, because I am smart, I just don't use my brain to its I don't use my brain to the best of its ability. I just kind of like fly through life with what I can. But yeah, so I really want to film a video with Nisa, because I think that would just be so fun. And every time I get my phone and the camera out, she thinks we're either making a TikTok or making a video. So I know that she'll be so happy when I ask her to make a video with me. So I will hopefully get that out within a few days. I want to start vlogging more. I really want to get a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, just to make filming easier, but obviously we need to save for that because it's not cheap. So I will hopefully get that soon also. But yes, so hopefully more videos coming to you soon, and I just can't wait to bring you on the journey of being a mum of 2. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry it's been so long since I've uploaded a video, but we are back. I'll give you one last look at this little cutie. Plus also you have all the photos and videos that I've uploaded throughout. But oh my goodness.